Hello and welcome to this recorded class for Easter Monday of 2023. We will be doing our regular Monday routine with some preparation Qigong, some flowing Qigong, and some of the Yang 24 form. We'll continue with that, as well as the cool down Qigong. Great, so we're doing a little gentle percussion, benefiting the body, waking up the body. Branches of the willow tree moves in the spring, which is the current season, and up, benefiting the lungs through the percussion of the lungs, waking up the body through the gentle movement, shifting the weight from side to side or just swinging the arms. And at the top, the tailbone at the back, the tight muscle of the top of the shoulder at the top. And we go back to pecs, good for the chest, waking up the body. And the ribs, kidneys at the back and the adrenal gland, liver on the right, spleen and a bit of pancreas on the left. And the lower belly and the glutes at the back. And again, to wake up the body, a little bit of a gentle tapping Qigong. We can use the flat of the hand, we can use the tip of the fingers, we can use a loose fist going down the biceps, arm, palm, up. Spring is a time when the plants are waking up, growth, rising of the sap in the trees, bulb, plants, tulips, crocuses, daffodils coming out. So it's a time of birth and growth, and it's a time when we want to make sure that nothing is in the way of that growth. Some people who have a tendency for migraine headaches might get more in the spring. Some people with some kind of allergies might get more in the spring, in which case it's important to make sure that we don't have any physical tension, blockages, also emotional tensions that keep us from getting into the free flow of that spring growth, just allowing the flow. And pecs. Here I may use the tip of the fingers and moving to the breastbone. The breastbone being one of the bones that produces a lot of blood cells. Thymus gland here, part of the immune system, making lymphocyte T cells, thymus. And the stomach, it's a bit more gentle to rub the stomach up on the right across, down on the left across, up on the right across, making a nice circle, soothing for the belly, lower belly, upper belly. And the front of the hips, the inguinal fold, we don't want it stiff, we want it loose. Bend the knees slightly, and we bend the hips slightly. In, out. Big lymph vessels, big veins, need to bring the lymph fluid and the venous blood up from the legs against gravity. And we don't want it blocked here. And the tailbone, the sacrum bone, the lower low back and the low back, just below the inside of the floating ribs. We have the kidneys and the adrenal gland, down the big muscles, which should be relatively loose, down the glutes, and up. And tailbone again, sacrum bone, lumbar spine, kidneys, adrenal glands, just waking up the body and removing blockages. One more time, tailbone, sacrum bone, kidneys, and down. And the glutes. And the same for the legs, inside and outside of the legs. Again, we can do flat hands or we can do loose fists, depending on your zone of comfort. Staying within your zone of comfort all the time. Up the shin bone, and up the thighs and down again. Liver meridian on the inside, gallbladder meridian on the outside. These are the seasonal meridians, like everything flows in all of the meridians at all time of year, and all the organs are functioning at all time of year, but there are seasons when a certain organ related to its element will be a little bit more prominent or more at its peak energy, and that's the liver and its yang counterpart, the gallbladder, at this time of year. And it's about free movement. One more on the other side, same thing on the other side. And up, just beside the shin bone, is the stomach meridian. Round inside liver, outside gallbladder. Gallbladder runs on the whole side of the body, from the legs up to the torso, the neck and the temples. And the liver on the inside of the leg flows upwards. Perfect. Shake the hands a little bit to loosen them up. And the 3 Taoist rejuvenation exercises. First, deep breathing with the chest. Breathing in, the breastbone shines forward as we lift the heels up. Breathing out as if we're not moving the shoulders, but we're moving the chest inside. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. It's like the chest is lifting the whole body up. And the heels take off, lift up. Two more times. Deep chest breathing. Often we're shallow breathers, and the chest and the mid-back and the upper back don't get a lot of movement just by the nature of the rib cage, keeping that all stable. To keep the lungs from collapsing, to always give room for the lungs. So adding a little bit of movement to the mid and upper back is good for the spine. One thumb on the belly button, drop the hand, other thumb on the belly button, drop the other hand, and let the belly move with your breath. Breathing in, big belly. Breathing out, small belly. Second of the 3 Taoist rejuvenation exercises, and it's really a good one for this time of year, is to shake the body. It makes fluids move. It loosens the muscles. Blood flow is going to be better. Little blockages in the joints gets shaken out. And it's just good for rejuvenation, actually. Moving blockages, a little bit more dynamic, lifting the heels, which makes the shoulders move up and dropping them. And back to a light 3 movement like a happy child. And one thumb on the belly button, drop the hand, other thumb on the belly button, drop the other hand. Let the belly be moved by the breath. The breath moves the belly, big belly when you breathe in, small belly when you breathe out. Breath moves the belly, belly moves the hands. And the 3rd Taoist rejuvenation exercise is to roll the shoulders backward without moving anything else. We keep looking forward with the head suspended from above. And we loosely roll the shoulders, which has an effect of loosening the shoulders muscles. The trap muscles connect the shoulders to the neck, even the top of the neck at the nape, the base of the head. And that trap muscles can be quite tight when we keep our shoulders up to the ears when we're tense. But that also loosens the pecs through the whole chest. Through the chest, the diaphragm muscle, the breathing muscle inside, through the breathing muscle inside, the internal organs, the abdominal muscles, and the whole back. So it's a rather holistic exercise, even though we're not doing much other than loosely circling the shoulders backward. One thumb on the belly button, we drop the hand, other thumb on the belly button, we drop the other hand. Let the breath move the belly and the belly move the hands. And joint loosening. One ankle, two wrists, or if you need support, one ankle, one wrist. Whatever works for you and is within your zone of comfort. And other way around. Other side. And changing direction. And the knees, feet touch, the inside of the ankles are in contact, and we loosen up the knees. Again, always doing things within your zone of comfort. One more, and other way around. One more. Circling the hips. Hula hoop. With slow motion. Loosening the waist, the low back, the hips, the inner thighs, and changing direction. Gentle. This whole sequence is about lubricating the joints, moving the fluids in the synovial fluid in the joints. It's about mobility rather than stretching and range of motion, or rather than muscle strengthening. Locomotive for the shoulders. And other way around. Rolling the shoulders forward now. And the elbows. The magic of the elbows, a hinge joint, yet we can do 360 with it because we have two bones, the ulna and the radius, and that they cross over to enable that movement. Other way around. We don't have that ability at the knee joint. We can't do as much with the knee as we can do with the elbows. We can do a little bit, but not as much. And ear to shoulder, other side, loosening the neck, side to side. And turning the head, neck rotation. Again, lubricating the joints, making them soft, silky, mobile. We don't need high performance in the mobility there. We're just making everything functional. And half circles forward. Tai-Chi, QiGong actually make us very functional with the practices to loosen the body and calm the mind. It makes our joints mobile in a healthy way, and it's relaxing the nervous system. We're going to continue with a hand practice. Practice for the fingers, the wrist, and the hands. So first we clasp the hands and we circle the wrists. Like the hands are dancing around the wrists, and other way around. And then we can Open the hands and back. Open the hands, stretching the fingers. Open the hands and back. From here, we're going to have our hands together. And the index finger is pushing while the other fingers are not moving, and other side. So just moving the index finger. One is pushing, the other is resting and being flexed back. Middle fingers. And ring fingers. There might be one side that goes further than the other, one side that's easier to control than the other. Pinky fingers. Without moving the other ones, and you can see I have a hard time moving my pinky fingers on their own. So that's part of the training, is to control the different fingers separately. Leopard paws. Tip of the fingers touch the base of the finger. And one more. And then leopard paw, bend at the knuckle, extend the fingers, and the tip of the finger touch the bottom of the palm, and then we roll up. Leopard paw, bend at the knuckle, horizontal fingers, fingertips touch down, roll up. 2 more times. Leopard paw, bend at the knuckle, horizontal fingers, down and roll up. Last time. Leopard paw, bend, horizontal fingers, and roll up. Very nice. Tiger claws, like something strong. We contract the fingers. This is to hit surfaces with the fingertips, so the fingers have to be strong, and you can rip things or just strike. So leopard paw, loosen and circle, leopard paw. Circle, leopard claw. Actually, it's a leopard claw. Circle, leopard. Circle. And it's not a leopard, it's a tiger. I apologize. That's the tiger claw. I was still thinking of the leopard from before. Other way around. Circle, tiger. Circle, tiger. Circle, tiger. One more time. Circle, tiger. The leopard in martial art is quick and not as powerful as the tiger, which might be more, which is like slower but extremely powerful, using like the whole body. Then we're gonna do the deer hand formation. So the middle and the ring finger are closed, the other fingers are open. And then we close the fingers and open them. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. And then closing the middle and the ring finger while the others stay open, and opening them. Close, open, close, open, close, open. So the trick is to move the other fingers as little as possible. And as you can see, my other fingers are moving, but they should be staying there. Perfect. Next, we're going to do so this is a crane hand formation in Kung Fu and animal Qigongs. We're going to do the outer whip sequence. A whip in Tai Chi is this hand formation from the posture single whip, which we will be seeing later. Single whip, I have my back heel and my front toe aligned, and I'm in a position like that, 60 to 70% of my weight on my front and 30 to 40% of my weight at the back. It's like I'm chopping something, like chopping a surface or striking a surface like here. And I'm holding something with this hand formation, like pulling somebody's arm and striking their chest. So that hand formation is typical of Tai Chi sequences. It's called a whip hand. And this is a single whip movement. So we're going to we can use this to strike. It mimics a grab, or we can use here. So outer whip sequence. 2 times the whole sequence. Outer whips up, palms down. Outer whips up, like you're pressing with the bottom of your palm. Palms down, outer whips up, palms down. So now we're going to do the whole sequence. Outer whips up, palms down. Outer whips out, palms in. Outer whips down, palms in. Outer whips out, palms down. We'll do 2 more times. Outer whips up, palms down. Outer whips out, palms in. Outer whips down, palms in. Outer whips out, palms down. 1 more time. Outer whips up, palms down. Outer whips out, like you're pulling silk. Palms in. Outer whips down, again, like you're pulling silk. Palms in. Outer whips out, palms down. Very nice. So that was the outer whip sequence. So all of these are good to keep the wrist, the hands, the finger working well, coordination. We'll do 1 more thing for the hands, which is rolling the fingers. So from here, I'm gonna, keeping the fingertips touching, I'm gonna roll my thumbs without the thumbs touching. Other way around, rolling the thumbs. Now the thumbs touch, all other fingers touch, and we move the index fingers, so we try to make sure that they do not move. They do not touch, sorry. And other way around. Index fingers touch, middle fingers move. Other way around. All the fingers touch. If you find it difficult, then you can let go of some of the fingers so that they don't touch, but then progressively trying to train yourself to do it with the other fingers touching, but the fingers that you're moving not touching. Other way around. Trying to make sure that you can see. And pinky fingers moving about each other, circling around each other without touching, and other way around. You can add a little bit of a challenge by closing your eyes and not looking at them. I'm not going to do that, but that's one of the challenges that you can add. That's a good brain to body practice and differentiating the control that we have over the individual fingers. As there's a large part of the brain controlling the hand, that's making a large part of the brain work, and that's keeping our hands agile and good for dexterity. Dr. Yang Zhuangming Tai-Chi QiGong, circling the arms. And opening things up. There's a bit of a squeeze release of the chest, like the chest squeezes and the chest opens, and all of these practices with Qigong, Tai Chi, there's always this open, close, squeeze, release, alternating yin and yang, crossing the forearms, going out, and like a washing, cleansing, rinsing of the throat. The face, the throat, the chest, the belly, down the legs, down the feet. And again, cleansing, clearing, washing the face, the throat, the chest, the belly, down the legs, down the feet. Clearing, washing the back of the head, neck, upper back, mid-back, low back, roots down the legs, down the feet. And again, a nice rinsing, purifying effect for the back of your body. Feel back of the head, neck, upper back, mid-back, low back, roots and down. And now the sides. They're getting this nice purifying action, cleansing right and left temple, right and left neck, right and left chest, belly, hips, legs, and down. Just feel as if there was a washing, like a shower, how good it feels with the warm water of a shower to clean everything from the right and left temple, right and left neck, right and left chest, belly, hips, legs, and down. Pulling up and across. First movement for the 5 Seasons QiGong. It's also 5 elements. Season of the spring and element of wood. Coming up with the low back, mid-back, upper back, standing up. And again, relaxing, letting the body relax, hanging there. Coming up with the low back, mid back, upper back, standing up. So as I was saying, the quality of birth and growth that comes with the spring. Like the sap moves up the tree trunk, there's a natural force. Go back, mid back, upper back, but anything that would prevent, like a plug in the sap canal, the force would continue to want to push things up. And so that would create a lot of tension, and it's a little bit like moving up, mid back, upper back. So the stress, the emotional tension and upsets can have a little bit of that effect, preventing free flow, preventing that growth up and out, and the sap goes up to the top branches and wants to be as high as possible so that the top leaves get good nourishment. Coming up with the low back, mid back, upper back, standing up, pull the bow, shoot the arrow, prepare, shift the weight, turn the left toes and pull the bow, shoot the arrow, coming back. This growth that we experience in the spring is with a sense of direction. The tree knows that it wants its branches to go high, the sap to go high, to get closer to the light. And so do we in our life. We're not a tree, we're mobile. We can move right and left and up and down. And so we have this freedom of movement because we don't have roots keeping us at the same place. So we have this sense of direction. And this is a sense of target, a vision that comes with the wood element, manifests as the liver organ that opens into the eyes, giving us vision. Next season, the summer, up and out like fireworks, summer of the fire element, the fire of our passion, the fire of our energy. That's at its maximum in the summer. The days are long. We have a lot of energy to do a lot of things. The heart opens up to the possibilities of the world. It's a time of doing things. The plants are getting towards maturity. It's like the peak in our lifespan. All these cycles are daily, seasonal, through the year, but also through our life. And one more. And stepping forward, shifting the weight forward, opening the arms, opening the chest, opening the heart to the beauty of the world, shifting the weight back, keeping the good things for our heart and ourselves. Breathing in, shifting the weight back, breathing out, and step back. Breathing in, breathing out, back, breathing in, breathing out, and back. One more time. On each side, shoulders are relaxed, head is suspended from above. And back. End of summer, a transitional season. After everything has been ripening on earth, the plants, the fruit, the vegetables, it's a time of harvest. Harvesting crops for the cereals. Even in September, the grapes. Fruits are ripe. So that's the earth season of the end, the earth element of the end of summer season. And the earth producing what we eat. It's the time, well, it's related to the digestive organs, stomach and spleen, pancreas, that we stretch when we stretch the front through this spiraling motion. And back. Then comes the fall season. Season when the trees fall from the leaves and it's time to let go. Breathing out, emptying the lungs. Coming up, breathing in. Loose fist, elbows together, and loose fist, elbows together, and breathing out to let go. Coming back up, breathing in, and loose fists, elbows together, and emptying the lungs, letting go of the CO2 we don't need. Coming back up, when the lungs have been emptied, we can fill them up. And Dropping one hand at the front, one hand at the back, and drop, up, drop, up, drop, up, like sap moves up the legs, the trunk, the torso, into the lungs. This beautiful white sap pushes out of the lungs the polluted air, CO2 we don't need, and puff, puff, it goes out through the palm. And the squeezing, opening of the chest is also activating the lungs. And last one. Last season, winter season, water element. Water, there's no life without water, quite essential. So it's the element, and it relates to the kidneys of Chinese medicine. Kidneys of Chinese medicine include the function of the kidneys to manage water metabolism and urine in the body, but also for Chinese medicine that didn't know about hormones, it includes the function of the adrenals that gives us the impetus to survive, the adrenal rush that enables us to react promptly to a danger. It's also related to the thyroid hormone that gives the spark to each of the cellular metabolic functions, and also the reproductive hormone. So the kidneys of Chinese medicine are really have a root function, and they relate to what we inherit from our parents at conception. Opening both arms, so there's this flowing quality of water. It moves. It can be a very peaceful surface of water. It nourishes everything in life. There's no life without water, but it is also incompressible. And so do we have this incompressible essence, original life force that we inherit from our parents. It's always there, even though we may feel sometimes tired, but there's something of that essence that's always with us. It's a matter of making sure we don't have too much stagnation, or that we don't overdo things, overwork, and tax that essence. But if we allow for enough rest, especially in the winter, and we balance sleep and activity, and periods of more meditative time with periods of action, then we can benefit and make that essence, that destiny of ours manifest. One more. And eagle seizes its prey. We gather good qualities from the environment and we bring them in the lower dantian, where it is said that the essence we receive at conception from our parents is stored. The yin of the mother mixes with the yang of the father, making the essence of the new being, and that essence is stored between the kidneys, but is considered to be stored, managed by the kidneys, though in Qigong, it's located in the lower dantian, below the belly button, in the lower basin. And so we pack the lower dantian, our center of gravity, the root essence that is stored there, with good qualities to make it strong, vibrant. One thumb on the belly button throughout the hand, other thumb on the belly button throughout the other. And let the belly move the breath, and the breath. Let the breath move the belly. I do that all the time. And let the belly move the hands. Big belly when you breathe in, small belly when you breathe out. Abdominal breathing brings the diaphragm muscles very low. And this is what makes your breath deeper, and this is what activates the lungs to get the most oxygen and get most of the CO2 out, as opposed to shallow breathing, which doesn't have a lot of room to the rib cage. But the abdominal breathing, bringing the diaphragm muscle down, expands the lungs in their maximum capacity, but also massages the internal organs. Lots of emphasis to abdominal breathing, placing your relaxed concentration in this center, in the middle there, in Eastern traditions. Very nice. We're going to continue with some Continuing with some Yang 24 form. Very nice. So we'll just do the form together. So because I have a limited space, which might be your situation, I will have kind of step back at some point to continue. So Yang 24. First, we'll do the first little section that we learned, which has, I'm just showing what it has. It has commencement of Tai Chi. Then, if we start this way, we'll be moving in that direction to the left. Pat the wide horse's mane is done 3 times, followed by wide crane opens its wings. And I have to step back because I'm limited in space here, but normally we just continue and brush knee and push 3 times. So I'm faking the movement. This is not good Tai Chi. And then play the guitar, play the pipa. And then we're going to go back 4 times in repulse like monkey. So remember, repulse like monkey, when you are in play the pipa, we're going to bring the arm back, bring the toes at the level of the foot. When you expand, as you step back, you drop the ball of the foot, but when you drop the foot, you can see that it is not parallel to the river. It is at an angle. So I drop my foot at an angle. When I drop my foot, when I have the ball of the toes, when I drop the foot, then I push and pull and I correct the front foot so that both my feet are parallel. This way, it's like when you're standing a bus, you're a bit sideways, and if the bus moves, you have better balance than if you were like this. So there is this angle, but it builds by bringing the foot back at an angle, dropping the heel, so you see that my foot is at an angle, a comfortable angle. And then when I do the push and pull, I correct the position of my front heel. So let's do this little section first together. I'll be in the same direction as you. I'm starting as far as possible to my right, because I will be moving to my left. Feet together, shift the weight on the right, open the left, shift the weight on the left, 50% of the weight on the legs. Commencement of Tai Chi is done 1 time, breathing in, wrist, elbows, shoulders. Breathing out, shoulders, elbows, sit the wrists. Shift the weight on the left, the right heel opens out, shift the weight on the right, and hold the ball. And we're going to step on each side of the river, step with the left, shift the weight forward, pat the wild horse's mane 1 of 3 to the left, shift the weight back, open left, shift the weight forward, bring the right foot in, hold the ball. Step with the right across the river, what is a comfortable distance for you? Shift the weight forward and pat the wild horse's mane to the right. Shift the weight back, open, shift the weight forward, hold the ball. Step with the left, this was number 2. Now we're going to do number 3. Drop the foot, or drop the heel. Shift the weight forward and pat the wild horse's mane to the left. Now we're going to go into wide crane opens its wings. Half step forward with the right. Left hand washes your face. Drop the toes. Right hand comes up. And brush the left knee and like you're tapping somebody's forehead. And the front toes are aligned with the back heel. Now 3 times, brush knee and push. I'm going to stay here. Wash your face with the right, wash your face with the left. Bring the left toes in. Breathe in, release. As you breathe out, drop the left heel and the left toes. Shift the weight forward, brush knee and foot, and push to the right. Number 1 of 3. Shift the weight back, open left. Shift the weight forward, bring the foot in, open the left hand. The right hand is by your side. Drop the left heel, the right heel, drop the right foot, shift the weight forward, brush knee and push. Number 2, brush the right, push with the left. Last one, shift the weight back, open right, shift the weight forward, drop left hand, bring the toes in, open right hand, step with the left heel on the right and drop the left foot, brush knee and push, left and push with the right. And play the pipa, half step forward with the right, drop the left heel and play the guitar, like so. 4 times, repulse like monkey. Drop the right, bend the right elbow as you expand both arm palms up. Bring the left toes to the right, then bring the ball of the left foot, and then drop the left heel and push and pull as you correct the position of the front foot. Number one, drop the left, bend the elbow. As you turn the waist and expand both palms up, it pulls your foot that goes behind progressively. Drop the heel, shift the weight, push and pull, adjust the front foot by turning around the ball of the foot, turning the heel out. Drop the right, bend the elbow. As you turn the waist to the right, bring the left foot and drop it behind. Drop the heel, shift the weight, push and pull, correct the position of the front foot. One more time. Drop the left, bend the elbow, expand, bring the foot aligned and behind, shift the weight, push and pull, correct the position of the front foot. So this is the first section. Then the second section is grasp the bird's tail. So grasp the bird's tail is that series of four moves where we do ward off like this, turn the waist back, roll back, wrist to wrist and press, wash the hand, shift the weight back and push. So we're doing it in this direction. Then we turn and we do it in the other direction to the right. Turn the waist back, roll back, press, shift the weight back, push. So grasp the bird's tail is those four moves. We do grasp the bird's tail to the left, then grasp the bird's tail to the right. So let's do that one time. So we're going to break those sections and then we'll put together all of them together and do it as one sequence up to the single whips that we've done before. Grasp the bird's tail. So we have the right foot on the right bank of the river at a slight angle, and we hold the ball. The left hand is under, the right hand is above. Step with the left, shift the weight forward, ward off left. So we're like this. Turn the waist, bring the left hand to the right, turn the waist back, roll back, shift the weight back, wrist to wrist, shift the weight forward, pressing. Wash the right hand washes the back of the left, shift the weight back, and push with both hands. Open the right toes out, paint a rainbow with both hands, bring the left toes on the same bank of the river as the right, and turn and hold the ball. The right hand is under, the left hand is above. Grasp the bird's tail to the right. Drop the right heel, the right foot, shift the weight forward and grasp the bird's tail. So the left hand is by your left side. Turn the waist, the left fingers come in, turn the waist back, roll back like you're bringing a baby on your left forearms behind. Wrist to wrist like a butterfly, shift the weight forward and press. Wash the hand with the left, shift the weight back and push. Very nice. So this is the second section. Grasp the bird's tail made of four moves. Ward off. Roll back. Number two. Press. Number three. Wrist to wrist. So this is the hand that goes out and it's the outside of the hand. And this hand is supporting it so that you're giving a pressure that's quite directed from here. Like you're bumping into someone with this. And then the next move, the fourth move is a push, like you're pushing someone or something. So grasp your tail to the left, to the right. Then after that, we have finished grasp the bird's tail to the left. That's a section that's newer to us that we're gonna do today again. I'm just going quickly through it to show you, not good Tai Chi, but just a reminder of the move. So we open the left foot, we shift the weight, we bring the right foot in, and we hold, we have a right whip hand or outer whip hand, and the left fingers are pointing. So we're like this, and then we're going to do a single whip. So the single whip is by stepping with the left foot, and like we were doing before, like I was showing you, like chopping or pressing with the side of the hand, and my feet are aligned. Left toes aligned with the right, and the right hand is at the back. So it's not like this, it's not like that, it's kind of open within, like when you breathe in and you expand, not extremely, but in a very open position. It's one of the most open positions in Tai Chi. And like 60%, 70% of the weight at the front. And so this is single whip, which we do after the second grasp the bird's tail. And then we're going to do repulse, we're going to do hand waves like clouds. So the challenge is you won't be able to see my hands, but I shift my weight and I'm doing this movement, hand waves like clouds. So hand waves like cloud is this movement where we go like this. So I think what I'll do is when we get there, I'll turn so that you can see my hands and I'll mirror you. No, it's not a game of find the 7 differences between image A and image B. I did change space because I had to move out of where I was. So we're going to continue with what we were doing with the Yang 24. We did the first section with the pat the white horse's mane, brush knee and push, the walking back with the repulse like monkey. We did the grasp the bird's tail, ward off, roll back, press, and push. And again, I'm butchering it here. This is not Tai Chi. And now we're going to do the third section, and I'm going to mirror you. So the third section has the single whip, right hand, left hand. I'm mirroring you. And just showing you quickly, it goes into hand waves like cloud. So I am mirroring you. So I'm moving towards your left, towards your right. So hand waves like cloud, which then turns into, again, another single whip, where I'm going to the second single whip, and like this, except that this single whip is open. You can see my feet with the river in between, whereas the first single whip before the hand waves like cloud was with my feet aligned. So we're going to start, again, I am mirroring you. So make sure that there's a bit of room behind you. We're going to start with the push from the second grasp the bird's tail. It ends with a push. Right foot forward, feet are on each side of the river, and we're pushing. We're going to go from the push into a single whip. So first I open my left foot out to your left foot out, paint a rainbow as you shift the weight to the left, bring the right foot pigeon toed, form a hook with the right hand, point the hook with the left, and just drop the left toes by the right. If we do that again, this is how we're going to go from the end of grasp the bird's tail, which ends with a push, right side push. Second grasp the bird's tail, ends with push. Open the left foot, paint a rainbow as you shift the weight. Bring the right foot pigeon toed across the river, form a hook with the right hand, point the hook with the left. Now we go into single whip. The left foot stays on the same bank of the river. Step with the left, shift the weight, and do the single whip. So it's as if you were pressing on somebody's chest, breastbone. There are martial applications where if you press with the right inner power and the right intensity, you could actually dislocate the ribs. But this is more, we're sitting the wrist and we're doing things that's good for the energy, while we have a single whip here. So left foot forward, left toes aligned with the right heel, front toes aligned with the back heel. So again, going from push to single whip. Open left foot, paint a rainbow as you shift the weight, bring the right foot pigeon toed, form a hook with the right hand, point the hook with the left, step with the left on the same bank of the river and shift your weight and single whip. This nice open position. Not too open, not overextended, shoulders, elbows are relaxed, but it is in the zone of comfort of opening the chest, not overextending the shoulders. So the shoulder blades are not squeezed, but the pecs are not squeezed either. It's in between. Now we're going to go into 3 times hand waves like cloud. So we shift the weight on the right and we shift the weight on the right and we bring the left toes to face the front while the hands move. So you have your left hand under the right. Reverse the hands, shift the weight to the left, carried motion with the hands. There's an intent with your left hand that brings your right foot in, as if there was an elastic going all across here. And this action here is pulling that elastic that brings the leg in, the leg in. So it's not like lifting I'm still staying with the slightly bent knee, but I have this force across my body that brings my foot in. Reverse the hands, shift the weight, same thing as I make something like as if I was pressing against the same movement as single whip. I'm pressing there, and that brings my foot out this time. Reverse the hands, shift the weight. Intent to your left, that pulls the right foot in. Reverse the hands, shift the weight, carried motion. Intent with the right hand that opens the right foot out. Reverse the hands, shift the weight. Intent with the left that pulls the right foot in. Reverse the hands, shift the weight. So there's 3 times hand waves like cloud. We open the foot here and reverse the hands. Shift the weight. And now for the last one, the intent with the left hand, make me bring my right foot pigeon toe. I shift the weight to the right, form a hook with the right hand, bring the toes, the left toes next to the right foot. And now I do a single whip by stepping across the river, shift the weight forward and open right hand as you're striking forward with the side of the hand. Let's do that again. So again, I am mirroring you. In the way we started the form, I was this way and you couldn't see my hands. So now I'm mirroring you. We start with the left foot forward, end of grasp the bird's tail to the right. Open right foot, open left foot out, sorry. Paint a rainbow, bring the right foot across the river, pigeon toed, hold, make a hook with the right hand and point with the left fingers. Step along the same bend of the river, shift the weight, and as you shift the weight, the carried motion, see how that hand is at the level of the blind behind me. I'm almost not moving the hand as my body is moving. So if I do that again with better precision, that hand stays stationary in space, but my body moves about it. So it's the opposite of carried motion. The body moves, the hand doesn't move. So step with the left, shift the weight forward as the right whip hand stays where it is, your body moves away from it, and you do this chopping action with the left. From here, shift the weight on the right, bring the left toes to point forward, and drop the left hand. Reverse the hands, shift the weight to the left, intent with the left hand to pull the foot in, reverse the hands, shift the weight to the right, intent with the right hand that opens the foot out, reverse the hands, shift the weight to the left, intent with the right hand, the left hand, sorry, that pulls the right foot in, and shift the weight, open, and the next one, we're gonna go into the single whip. Shift the weight to the left, intent with the left hand that brings the right foot pigeon toed, and you form a hook with the right hand, you point it with the left, and step with the left across the river, shift the weight forward, same thing. This hand stays where it is in space as my body moves away from it with my weight shift in the hip trap. Single whip. So this is the third section. Single whip, 3 times hand waves like cloud, single whip. Let's do it one more time, and then we'll do the whole form up to here. So right foot forward, end of push. Open the left toes, paint a rainbow, bring the right foot across the river, pigeon toes, form a hook with the right, pointed with the left. Step with the left on the same bank. As you don't move the right hand, your body moves away as you shift the weight, and you press on somebody's breastbone. 3 times hand waves like out. Shift the weight to the right, bring the left toes in as you drop the left hand down. Reverse the hands, shift the weight, hand pulls, bringing the foot in, reverse the hands, shift the weight, hand push to the side, opening the foot, reverse the hands, shift the weight, hand pushes, bringing the right foot in, reverse the hand, shift the weight, hand pushes, opening the foot, and now we're gonna do the last single whips. Hand pushes, bringing the right foot pigeon toed, form a hook with the right, pointed with the left, step with the left across the river as the right hand stays where it is, the hook hand, the whip hand stays where it is, and you strike with the side of the left hand. Last single whip, perfect. Let's do the whole thing from the beginning, the Yang 24 form. The first section, we pat the white horse's mane, white crane opens its wings, 3 times brush knee and push, play the pipa, we walk back in repulse like monkey. Then we have grasp the bird's tail, press and push on the other side, press and push. And then we go into the single whip that we just did. And then we do 3 times hand wedge like cloud, and another time single whip. So I'm gonna not mirror you this time, and I may have to adjust so that I have enough room. But I'm gonna start here because I'm gonna move this way. So if you're in the same direction as me, looking forward this way, we're gonna start movement to the left. So Yang 24 form until the second single whip. Feet are together. The 3 dantians are aligned. The middle of the head is just above the middle of the chest, which is just above the middle of the belly, and the knees are slightly loose, and the front of the head is slightly loose. Shift the weight on the right, open left, shift the weight on the left, 50% of the weight. Commencement of Tai Chi 1 time. Breathing in, wrists, elbows, shoulders. Breathing out, shoulders, elbows, sit the wrist. Shift the weight on the left, open the right heel out, shift the weight on the right, and hold the ball. 3 times, grasp the bird's tail. Step with the left, heel left foot across the river, shift the weight forward, grasp the bird's tail, pat the white horse's mane, pat the white horse's mane to the left, like you're offering something while the right hand is on the side. Shift the weight back, open left, shift the weight forward, the right hand comes under the left as you're holding the ball. Step with the right heel, right foot, shift the weight forward, pat the white horse's mane to the right. Shift the weight back, open the right, shift the weight forward, bring the left hand under, the left hand is holding the ball. Third, 3 of 3, pat the white horse's mane, shift the weight forward, pat the horse's mane to the left. White crane opens its wings. Half step forward with the right foot behind the left, drop the left hand, drop the left toes, brush the knee with the left, and the right hand comes to the front, and as if you're tapping somebody's forehead. 3 times brush knee and push. Wash your face with the right, wash your face with the left, bring the left toes in, and you're like this. 3 times brush knee and push. Step with the left across the river, left heel, left foot, brush left knee, push with the right, 1 of 3, like you're pressing on somebody's chest. Shift the weight back, open left, shift the weight forward, drop right hand, open left, step with the right across the river, shift the weight forward, brush knee, and push. Shift the weight back, open right, drop the left hand, open the right as you bring the foot in. Third time, 3 of 3, brush knee and push, shift the weight, step with the left, brush left knee, and push with the right. Play the pipa, play the guitar. Half step with the right, drop the left heel, and play the guitar. 4 times, repulse like monkey. Drop the right, bend the elbow, open both hands, bring the foot behind, drop the ball of the foot, drop the heel, push and pull, push with the right, pull with the left, correct the position of the front foot. Drop the left, bend the elbow, open, expand, palms up, step behind in a comfortable position, place the heel, push and pull, correct the position of the front foot. Drop the right, bend the elbow. As you open, you bring the left foot in and you slide the left foot behind, drop the heel and push and pull, correct the position of the front foot. 1 more time, drop the left, bend the elbow, bring the right foot in, step, slide behind, drop the heel, push and pull. This was the end of section 2, section 1. Section 2, grasp the bird's tail, first to the left. Circle the hands, the left hand is under and the feet are together. Drop the left foot heel and foot, heel and flat of the foot, shift the weight forward, ward off left. Turn the waist, bring the hand in, turn the waist back, so I'm like this. Shift the weight back, roll back, move number 2. Wrist to wrist like a butterfly, shift the weight forward and press. So my left palm is towards me, my right palm is away from me, like a butterfly. Right hand washes the back of the left, shift the weight back and push. Second, grasp the bird's tail to the right. Right foot opens out, paint a rainbow, bring the left foot across the river and hold the ball. The right hand is under. Step with the right, shift the weight forward, grasp the bird's tail. So I'm not mirroring you this time, I'm on the same side. Turn the waist, the left hand comes forward, turn the waist back, roll back, move number 2. Wrist to wrist like a butterfly, shift the weight forward, press. So my right palm faces me, my left palm is away from me. Left hand washes the back of the right and push. So from here, what we were doing together, but I'm not mirroring you. Open the left foot, paint a rainbow, and the right foot comes pigeon-toed and form a hook from the whip hand with the right. Step with the left along the same bank of the river, single whip. Drop the left hand, shift the weight to the right, bring the left toes to face forward. Reverse the hands, shift the weight. Left hand intends to the left, brings my right foot in, reverse the hands, shift the weight. Right hand intends to the right, opens my left foot out, reverse the hands, shift the weight, hand waves like cloud number 2. Left hand to the left, brings an intent and brings my foot in, reverse the hands, shift the weight. Right hand intends, oh, I think I'm doing 1, 2 more, but that's okay. Reverse the hands, shift the weight, and left hand intent to the left, bring the right foot in pigeon-toed, and you form a whip hand with the right that you point with the left, step across the river with the left, and single whip in an open stance. And that's the end of the 3rd section. And then we will move next time. From here, we have, we're gonna go into some kicks. There are 2 kicks from here. Perfect. So we're gonna continue with a cool down QiGong. We've done a lot today. We're going to start with the feet together. One thumb on the belly button, drop the hand. Other thumb on the belly button, drop the other hand. And let the breath move the belly and the belly move the hands. Phoenix awakens. Breathing in as you lift the heels and open the hands. Breathing out like a beautiful great bird is starting to move in the morning. It's like a grand bird breathing in, out, 1 more time. Breathing in, out. Step out with the right in a rather wide stance. Commencement of Tai Chi of the old yang style. Arms 45 degrees, pressing the feet down, moving energy at the low back, mid back, at the back top of the head, forehead. Look at the moon. In, fingertips horizontal, fingertips drop down the central line of the chest and the belly. Going down, open, press the feet down, moving energy up the right, the low back, mid back, upper back, top of the head, forehead. Look at the moon. In, fingertips down, drop the fingertips. And we're gonna go to the sides, opening the arms a little wider, pressing the feet down, moving energy of the right left leg, the right left body, the right left neck, the right left temples, top of the head, forehead. Look at the moon. In, like you're opening your 3rd eye. Fingertips down, fingertips face the central line, down the chest and the belly. And opening out, pressing the feet down, moving energy of the right left leg, the right left body, the right neck, temples, top of the head, forehead. Look at the moon. In, fingertips down, last time, fingertips face the central line of the chest and the belly. Feel, and down the inside of the legs, and pressing the feet down, moving energy of the low back, of the right left leg, the right left torso, the right left neck, temples, top of the head, forehead. Look at the moon. Third movement of commencement of Tai Chi or Old Yang style. Hands face the central line of the chest and the belly. Down the thighs, palms up, moving energy at the central line of the belly, the chest, the throat, the face. Let it pour down the back of the head. Nape, upper back, mid back, low back, down. Palms up, moving energy up the central line of the belly, the chest, the throat, the face. Top of the head, let it pour down the back of the head, nape, upper back, mid back, low back. And one more time. Moving energy up the central line of the belly, the chest, the throat, the face, top of the head, forehead. And it pours down the back of the head, nape, upper back, mid back, low back, pulling you down. And then we keep the palms facing the floor, palms go up. And we bring the hands to the shoulders and rolling elbows, circling the elbow forward, forward at a high level, circling the elbows, rolling elbows. One more time, one side, other side, circling the elbows like we're striking something at mid-height. Second time, and third time. Circling the elbows like we're striking something lower, at a lower height, circling, circling. One more time, circling, circling. Reversing the circle, like you're hitting something which is low but upward. Circling. Second time, circle. Third time, circle. Middle height, circle. 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 I'm going to show you sideways. Upper height, circle. 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 Very nice. From here, we're going to draw a bottle gourd, head of a snowman, chest of a snowman, bottom of a snowman, drawing the three dantians, our three power center, energy centers, upper dantian, consciousness, middle dantian, vital force, lower dantian, vitality, essence. One more time, breathing in, out, the three treasures, consciousness or Shen, or spirit, Qi or life force, energy, and lower dantian, vitality or essence. We circle the arms, and from here we're going to bring the feet a little bit closer together, contemplating the moon. So we bring the hands up and behind, palms up, we drop the hands, and we bring the hands up and behind to the other side. So we keep the knees pointing forward. So there is no twisting the knees. We keep the knees pointing forward. It's the weight shift and the waist. So I'm not like this. I'm not turning my knees like this and drop, waist loosening. Drop like you're looking at a beautiful moon behind you. Like we're in a universe that has two moons. And we're contemplating the moon on each side. One more on each side, contemplating the moon. Perfect. Coming back, another waist loosening. So first we're going to start with play the pipa. Feet are slightly open. Shift the weight, drop the heel, play the guitar. Hands back, step back, play the guitar, play the pipa. P-I-P-A. And back, step back, play the pipa, and turn the waist to the direction of the foot that's forward. Hands back, step back, play the pipa, loosening the waist. Turn the waist on the side of the forward foot. Come back. The movement is possibly very minimal. So what you want to do is you can see your fingers, and your fingers are across in front of your breastbone. So you're turning the breastbone. You're not moving the hands. Here my hands are not anymore in front of my breastbone. It's by turning the chest at the waist level. My hands follow the movement. So I'm turning only my waist. I can't really turn from my hip there because it's awkward. So small movement to turn the waist and back. Hands back, step back, drop the heel. Practicing turning the waist by, again, keeping your hands in front of your breastbone and making the chest and the breastbone turn to the side from the waist. Hands back, step back. One more on each side. So the movement may be minimal as long as you get a little bit of movement with the hands following the breastbone. The hands are not moving on their own like this. This is a shoulder movement. This is a waist movement. Hands back, step back. Hands back, step back. And from here, we're going to do the deer. So the deer, we have the deer hand formation. And we roll the hands, bring the foot, continue to circle the hands, stop, step out, and go to the sides. Circle the hands, bring the foot in, stop, step out, circle, and go to the side. Circle the hands above your head, bring the foot in, continue the circle, stop, step out, and to the side. One more time. Circle, bring the foot in, circle, circle, stop, step out, and go to the other side. From here, we're going to do a movement which is good for balance and hip extension. So I have both my hands in a prayer position. Hands up, foot behind, open the hands, touch the fingers under the thigh, open the hands again, back of the hands as the leg goes back, and come back, other side. Prayer up as you bring the foot behind, extending the hip, bring the knee up, touch behind, come back, and foot back, back of the hands touch, come back. One more time. Pray your hands above the head, foot behind, extending the hip, open the hand, touch the fingertips under the knee, bring the foot back, extend the hip again, back of the hip face each other, back of the hands face each other, come back, last one. Up. And the foot goes behind, and knee up, touch underneath, come back, back of the hands. That's a nice balance exercise, and conclude. And then we're going to do the phoenix flies to the sun. Energy moves up the central line, you push the sky opens for you. Going down. As you breathe in, energy moves of the spinal cord, of the whole back into the head, push the sky, and the sky opens up for you. 2 more times. Moving energy along the spinal cord of the low back, mid back, upper back, neck, into the ventricles of the brain. Push and out. One more time. Gathering good qualities from earth and remove them up the spinal cord of the low back, mid back, upper back, neck, into the ventricles of the brain. The hands turns up. Push the sky and the sky opens. Bring the left foot to the right. Cross the forearms. Gather energy from earth. Mix it with energy from heaven. Let this good energy flow and benefit the face, the throat, the chest, the belly, down the legs, down the feet. Gather energy from earth. Mix it with energy from heaven. Let this good energy flow and benefit the back of the head, neck, upper back, mid back, low back. Glutes down the legs, down the feet. Gather energy from earth, mix it with energy from heaven, from the top of your head. Let this good energy flow inside, benefiting the brain through the neck, thyroid gland, lungs and heart in the chest, liver, spleen, pancreas, stomach, digestive, reproductive, and emotional organs, down the legs, down the feet, down the center of earth. Man in harmony with nature, balance between heaven and earth, physical and non-physical part of our nature making one. Forming a fist with the right hand, covering it with the left, and salute. And I hope you're having a wonderful Easter Monday, and I look forward to see you on Wednesday or next Monday or both. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.